Stem cells is a field of medicine with enormous potential. It has applications in regenerative medicine, disease modeling, drug discovery, and many others. However, many treatments of stem cells are still in their experimental stage, and because of this, the FDA is hesitant to approve many treatments that involve stem cells. So some for-profit clinics tend to abuse the promise and appeal of stem cells by making bogus claims and charging excessive amounts for treatment, when in reality stem cell treatments that are bogus can actually result in tumors or even death. Today we're investigating one stem cell clinic called Up Stemedix. Our goal is to determine if its stem cell treatments are legitimate or bogus. But first, in order to understand stem cells better, we need some technical information about stem cells. Now, the definition of stem cells is basically they're cells that can both replicate themselves and differentiate into other cells. For example, mesenchymal stem cells can divide into other mesenchymal stem cells, or they can differentiate into bone, cartilage, marrow, muscle, or fat cells. Now, one example of a treatment involving stem cells, involving mesenchymal stem cells in particular, described by Levesine in Open Medicine Journal, is that first the fat or bone marrow is extracted via needle, a separation agent is added, the mixture is centrifuged, and mesenchymal stem cells fall to the bottom. Optionally, the mesenchymal stem cells can be transdifferentiated into other kinds of cells, and then the new stem cells are transplanted back into the patient. Now, one really important quality about mesenchymal stem cells that's relevant later is that they can hone into damaged tissue and repair it. Now, according to the FDA's website, the only FDA-approved stem cell treatment in the United States is blood-forming stem cells in umbilical cord blood. So every other type of stem cell treatment is considered not approved by the FDA. In fact, many of these stem cell treatments, such as the cure for autism, are considered 351 drugs. These require expensive clinical trials to actually approve them, so for-profit clinics tend to have incentive to avoid this FDA approval entirely.
The clinic that this group has chosen to investigate is called Stemedix. It's based in St. Petersburg, Florida, and it advertises stem cell treatments using adipose stem cells, bone marrow aspirate, which contains mesenchymal stem cells, and stem cells derived from Wharton's jelly and umbilical cords. The clinic claims to be able to use these stem cells often in conjunction with hyperbaric oxygen therapy to treat ALS, Alzheimer's, chronic fatigue, COPD, lupus, multiple sclerosis, osteoarthritis, Parkinson's, rheumatoid arthritis, as well as type 2 diabetes. On the clinic's website, all the treatments are very vaguely described, although theoretically legitimate. The website does not appear to make any overzealous claims of curing diseases. In fact, at first glance, it might seem that the treatments are fairly conservative. It was only after speaking with a representative of Stemedix that we were able to realize to learn about the specific treatments that are used to decrease the progression of ALS.
So, experiments involving stem cells are notorious for overduplicating and forming tumors. So, some of these risks include side effects from the incision or injection site, such as irritation, swelling, and or redness. These are all mentioned on Stemedix's website, but other than those, no long-term effects have been reported due to these procedures. The representative also claimed that unless there were already tumors or cancer in the patient, that there was no risk of either of those things developing. Some sponsors and names related to Stemedix are Laura Brown, who, according to the representative, is the medical director, and Fred Palmer, who, according to bioflorida.com, is the director of operations. Additionally, Stemedix is a privately owned company, and our team was also curious about who conducted the procedures, whether it would be a doctor who is certified. So we found that on their website that they have quote-unquote board-certified physicians that perform their procedures. However, when we talked to the representative, she claims that these physicians would remain confidential until the patient that was applying for the procedure was confirmed.
One thing we asked when we called was about follow-up care because we couldn't find information regarding that on their website. The care coordinator explained how it's a 3-day process for the treatment. Day 1, you arrive and have your pre-test. Day 2 is the treatment, and then you're released back to your hotel. And Day 3, you have a follow-up with your doctor before you head back home. There's no information on their website regarding anything afterwards. So when we asked the care coordinator about that, she said immediately that yes, they do follow-up care, but then she went on to explain an outcome study rather than follow-up care. She said that they call you 6 week, 3 month, 6 month, and 1 year mark, and 9 months after the treatment, you should have an appointment with your regular doctor to have tests run again. We also asked about whether the physicians have medical licenses and such because there's nothing listed on their website. She would not give any information regarding the physicians who would be performing the treatment, as Andrew said, until the patient is approved for treatment, which we thought was kind of odd because at the end of the conversation, she mentioned that I should make sure any place I'm going for a treatment has a medical doctor performing that, but she wouldn't give us any information to make sure that the doctors there have an MD.
So when we investigated how they were marketing their product, the website, the Stemedix website, included 12 videos of patient testimonials, all of which were very positive reviews, and we were able to find a single review on Google claiming that the doctors are quote-unquote quacks. But apart from that, the reviews are very positive, and many of the reviews overlap between websites. And when we were searching for whether their marketing claims were accurate, we were able to infer that Stemedix marketing claims were inaccurate after finding a post on their Facebook referring to a case of a completely different type of stem cell procedure. While Stemedix claims to only use autologous adipose stem cell therapy, the Facebook post they made referred to a bone marrow transplant.
So Stemedix has not published any information on the safety or efficacy of their treatments, and they're not FDA approved, which shows that they haven't attempted the safety stage of the FDA approval process. And in regards to the cost of a single treatment, Stemedix does not publicly disclose any information about the cost on their website or anywhere, but they do offer ways on their website to get loans and finance the procedure. But when we called and asked, we found that the cost is about $10,000 to $14,000 depending on the treatment, but it's typically closer to $14,000.
So some of the laws that regulate these type of stem cell therapies are the Food, Drug, and Cosmetic Act, as well as the Public Health Service Act.
Stemedix uses adipose stem cell transplants as well as bone marrow transplants, and currently both of these types of stem cell treatments are not FDA approved. In conclusion, many of the profit clinics try to abuse the potential and appeal of stem cells. Stemedix turns out to be indeterminate. They are not FDA approved, but the claims that Stemedix makes are not outrageous. It is feasible that mesenchymal stem cells can differentiate or heal muscles and relieve ALS symptoms, but not cure the disease. Overall, Stemedix has qualified claims that aren't outrageous, but some elements are still sketchy, such as building an office in Costa Rica to avoid this.